I'm really glad Come to the Dark Side we have Hot Irishmen as what I was saving to my Pinterest board when I was 16 years old. Hello and welcome to my little video in between my big video. Today I thought we would go through my old Pinterest boards because I went through them and I didn't understand anything that was happening. I opened up about this in a TikTok/YouTube shorts. But being homeschooled, I feel really mentally behind. Not behind academically, although I do think the reason why I struggled so much was because I didn't have the proper help I needed. I mean, like, everything else-wise, I have a really hard time with people, and I know that even if I went to public school, that could have ended up happening, but I feel like I spent so many of my fundamental development years completely isolated, literally just by myself in my house all the time, and then maybe like one outlet where I can meet kids a week, and they were all like youth group kids. So that did not help anything. And I think that fundamental difference where I feel so behind really shows up in my old Pinterest boards. I'm not saying you have to dress on trend. Like, anyone can dress how they want regardless of what's trending. In 2019, when like the Visco girl was trending really hard, I really wanted to just be a millennial emo with a beanie, and like I continued to try and be that until now, but the difference is that now I know how to do it and I have the right brain capacity to actually do it, and I know that it's more of like a statement now because it's been out of style for so long, and I do want to bring it back. But some of it's just a little like too millennial. Like, I was looking at it and I was like, girl, did you really think you were wearing this? I like my hair jiggling, it's very fun. So skipping over to some of my archived boards, we have this winter vibes aesthetic board. We have this single outfit, and then we have this single photo. I'm not sure where the aesthetic is, but like I think I was really, like, I was trying my best. Next we have I bleach my hair. This is back before I understood how hair worked, and I didn't understand like that bleach really isn't as bad as people make it seem as long as you're doing it correctly. And also, obviously, like, everyone's hair is different, so my hair can handle a lot, which is why I've done a lot. There's nothing I hate more than when I'm trying to look up at like a specific shade and it's like a darker shade, and some girl with like completely brown hair to the point where it almost looks black is like, will this come up on my hair if I don't bleach it? No, it won't, but that used to be me. But like that genuine, just bleach your hair. Just bleach your hair one time, bleach like a tiny piece, do a money piece, do an ombre, like, bleach your whole head. It doesn't matter. Again, now that I also understand how hair works, I would never in a million years do this. This would be so much effort to keep vibrant. Because I have done similar things. I did red. Definitely in my millennial, like, emo phase, this is definitely something I always wanted to do, like that ombre teal. This again, like, girl, I don't know how. That might even be a wig, honestly, because that is so much effort to keep that vibrant. I would never do that. I think I did something similar to this. This is kind of the color I have now. I just don't have it as an ombre. Very Sailor Moon. This would also be a lot of, like, effort to keep nice, but this one would be less effort, so I would be more willing to do it. There's all my sister's wedding boards, and then, you know, there's BTS. We have the BTS board. Just like a lot of weird memes. Like, some of them are aesthetic shots, and then there's just like girls my age are dating boys, partying, doing drugs, getting pregnant, and I'm here crying over Korean men. Because, you know, I was a pick-me when I was in my original Pinterest board phase. We got this Pokemon board. We have Lycanroc, my canonical favorite Pokemon, just so everyone knows. Very first Pokemon game was Sun and Moon. I was very late to the party. There's this Cubone as a guinea pig. Leafeon is my second favorite Pokemon. I have a Leafeon Funko Pop over there, but I'm not getting it. I also do really like Glaceon. I just never got the Funko Pop. One of the reasons I definitely liked Lycanroc was because I was still in my, like, wolf phase. I was a wolf kid. I was like a warrior cat's wolf kid, except I didn't have the privilege that the other kids have of like playing warrior cats on playgrounds, so I just internalized all of that and it never went away. Yeah, but even though like I wouldn't say I'm a wolf kid anymore, I just Lycanroc was like that was my lead team player in Sun and Moon, and Sun and Moon's also the only Pokemon game I've ever finished. So in my head, like, that is my Pokemon. I had an extremely unhealthy obsession with Once Upon a Time. It was bad. The only reason why like, looking back on it, I really had this obsession because the show itself would piss me off and bore me. The only reason it started getting so bad is because I had just gone through I was very, very obsessed with Captain Hook, aka Killian Jones. So, like, season 4, when, you know, spoilers, I don't think it's a spoiler, I think everyone knows it's gonna happen, but when Emma and Killian start dating, that whole season just on replay, I was like, no, I just like the show. I was just watching it to watch the couple scenes of them dating over and over again because I was in love with him. Like, I'm really surprised I wasn't looking up fan fiction. This is when I was still scared to, like, look up fan fiction. But, like, this is the stuff that I would have been reading if I was reading fan fiction. Like, if you haven't watched Once Upon a Time, I don't know why the fandom used to be so cringy. Like, one of the reasons I was saving a lot to this board towards the end of its life was because I wanted to make a video talking about this. It's gotten a lot better now since TikTok. Like, I see really good edits, I see really funny videos of people talking about the show, but, like, the memes were really bad. Like, it was really bad. I'm really glad, come to the dark side, we have Hot Irishmen as what I was saving to my Pinterest board when I was 16 years old. I did go on this last night just to look it over. This image right here, like, gave me genuine chills. And that's what's so funny is it's not like I haven't seen this in a really long time, but, like, seeing this image just sparked something in me. I love this image. If you are a Once Upon a Time fan, this image probably resonates, like, very heavily with you. I think about this image a lot, genuinely. I have the Christian memes board. Though I walk through the shadow of death, I fear no evil. Is this Jack who wanted to hook up? My roommate gave me your number. Sir, the only hookup I need is a hookup from our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I know, like, 3 girls that would have, like, sent a text like that back, and they were all awful people, and it pisses me off. We have another Jesus board. It was just, like, whoa. I know there was, like, a lot in this one. I never felt close to God. I also never felt like a Christian. I was just kind of, like, forcing myself to, because that's the environment I was around, and that's when I was around a little bit more people. So I was just like, yeah, no, praise the Lord, all that stuff. Like, I know I was trying, but I never really actually, like, it's not that I was faking it, but I just didn't understand it at all because I was around so many insane people. So I just was in denial that I was also starting to go insane. I do like this image. I also think about this image a lot. We have the unyoked couple, because, you know, if you don't marry someone that believes exactly the same way as you, then you're sinning. Owl City board. I was very obsessed with this. Is like one of my origin stories, but one of my first insane hyperfixations was Owl City. I listened to him nonstop. This is before we had streaming, so, like, which makes me sound old, but, like, I bought, like, every single album to exist. I was completely obsessed with him. I wrote out on my wall, I wrote out Owl City and stickers, I had posters. I watched his live movie at least every single day. He's genuinely really funny on Twitter when he used to do a lot on Twitter, so a lot of these are just the funny things. Thanks to Summer, like, ripping out handfuls of glass and putting them on the person next to you. He's so real for that. Social circle is me sitting in the middle of the kitchen floor surrounded by my groceries. Okay, he is a little millennial, but I still think they're funny. You like very electronic music, and you like words that don't make any sense. Like, if you didn't think Moonbeam Ice Cream was a weird lyric, you'll probably like Owl City, because all of his lyrics are just Moonbeam Ice Cream, basically. Here's my Monster High board. Board low-key is what I love you. I love you so much. I'll love you forever. This board is low-key what got me back into Monster High, because I kept getting these pins of dolls, and I was like, God, I remember wanting this, or I remember having this. I was like, I need to get a Monster High. I need to find one. And then I went around and I walked around Walmart and I found one and I vlogged it, and then I got 1 million views on TikTok, and then I played a Monster High game and then I got 1 million views on TikTok, and then a bunch of you came here, and then that was the start of my YouTube career. Except I didn't like making any of that stuff. I like what I'm doing now. This is cool fan art. I love Rochelle. I can't wait for them to make her reproduction doll, and then it's gonna sell out instantly by the scalpers, and I'm not gonna get it. Here's my graduation picture poses. I don't know if like I did any of these, honestly. I was not very happy during my graduation. Here are my cherry blossom tattoos I knew I was going to get because I wanted to have something like inspirational, like the spring always comes throughout the winter, because I had bad seasonal depression. I don't actually have that anymore. I just had depression, and the thing is in the winter I couldn't leave my house. But now that I can leave my house because I'm an adult, I don't actually like really experience the seasonal depression anymore. I actually really fuck with winter now. But yeah, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get my cherry blossom tattoo. Oh my god. Oh, we have the Sims house layout, which has one single pin. We have my bangs. Remember, I don't know if anyone was here long enough to my bangs. They're actually the same bangs. Like, these are the same ones she originally caught. I just wear them out now because I wanted a break from straight across bangs. I will be bringing those back eventually, though. Just watch out. This exact photo is what I showed to the lady, and then she cut my bangs. And I never stopped having bangs because it happens with a lot of women, but as soon as you get bangs, you instantly just start feeling extremely insecure about your forehead, and you feel like something's wrong with your forehead. And that's why I'm gonna have bangs forever. It was what I apparently was going to go as for, Halloween of 2021. I did not go as that at all. I did end up taking photos like these eventually, though. I wouldn't mind doing this still. I really like vampires. We have the Undertale board, but this is literally mostly just Ralsei. I still don't know how you pronounce his name. I love him. He is my favorite character. I actually, I didn't remember enough from Deltarune Chapter 1 and 2 to feel like I could start Chapter 3. I also didn't beat Jeevel, so I wanted to go back and play Chapter 1 and 2 again, but I've been busy, so like I'm still on Chapter 1 because I can't beat the circus bitch. I have this just like overall Nintendo board. A lot of it is just Daisy fan art. I love Daisy. This image really resonates heavy with me. We have my Gwen Stacy cosplay because I want to start doing cosplays. And I really liked Gwen Stacy as a child, but then I realized when I was trying to cosplay her that her outfits are extremely millennial, and that was at the point where I didn't want to be a millennial anymore. I just wanted to date Andrew Garfield. Well, also that's not true. I talked about this, but I really resonated heavy with the really smart characters because I felt really stupid. So anytime there was a character that was like the girl at the computer with the glasses that's like hacking the mainframe, I always wanted to be her. Vegan meals from all the times I tried to be vegan. The vegans are gonna hate me again. I am gonna get this dragon tattoo. Well, I don't know which one, but I do want like something like that. I want something like that going up my arm, I think. I don't know. This is like one of the only tattoos that I've been like, it's been like 4 or 5 years. I'm still like, yeah, no, I would like that. So that's why it's like, oh, I should probably low-key get that at this point. The video's turning out a lot longer than I thought. We're not even halfway through my boards, and it's been 40 minutes. Here's my iconic Sword Art Online phase. I was very obsessed with Sword Art Online. I didn't see any flaws with it. I thought it was the most perfect show in the entire universe, honestly. I have a Sword Art Online jacket. It's like my winter jacket. And one night I was wearing it to Walmart with my boyfriend, and there was a man at the self-checkout, and I knew because I had colored hair and I had a Sword Art Online jacket. I was like, I know this man's gonna come up to me. And he was really nice. He said that he loves Sword Art Online. I was like, oh, I don't really watch it anymore. I just still have this jacket. And then, you know, he was like, I love Kirito. And then he looked at my boyfriend. He was like, big fan, as if my boyfriend was Kirito. Talk about that a lot. That's one of my favorite moments that's ever happened in our relationship. Also, I did have a crush on Kirito when I was obsessed with Sword Art Online. See, again, I was unhealthily obsessed with Sword Art Online at like 17. That's like something that's the 14-year-old girl's phase. This is what I mean by I just feel like I was behind, because at 17, 18, that's when I was unhealthily obsessed with Sword Art Online. Years after it came out and like all of that stuff. I'm not getting engaged. But I just have a very, like, whoever marries me, I need this specific type of engagement ring. They cannot touch. The wedding band and the engagement ring cannot touch. They have to be like this. So that's why I made this board, so that one day I would be ready to show somebody what I need specifically. Oh, this is when I started getting to making my cute little aesthetic boards. We have the summer vibes board. I think this is getting across better. I think, like that shirt kind of freaks me out, but like I still freak with some of these. Like, I want to do this stuff. These are just, you know, my wedding dresses that I know I want to have because my wedding board got too tense, so I wanted to make a board to narrow down the things I 100% want. Okay, so we still have the you can only propose to me with this engagement ring specifically, or I'm saying no. We have more of what I want in my dress. I either want like very tight or I want very like ball gowned. And then I really do want to do sleeves, but if I don't do sleeves, I'm just doing no sleeves. So I have all of the combinations of that. I am wearing a tiara, and I do want this wedding cake specifically, but I kind of want the whole thing to be a tree. And I'm also getting married in the woods. So those are the things I know for sure. It's just the wedding board has gotten too crowded. Don't worry, we're gonna scroll to the bottom of it so everyone can see. Oh, this is when I was like really obsessed with the School for Good and Evil. That's like one of my top comments whenever people comment about something in the background of my room. It's always like, is that the School for Good and Evil books? I think I have them more in the back now because I layered my bookcase, but yes, it is. This was my favorite book series from like 11 until like 16. I think it was a really good book series. I think that it should have ended at 3 books though. Me and Sarah used to want to get sunflower tattoos. Specifically. Ew. I would never get a tattoo with Sarah. That's not true. I have a multitude of Maybe we should get the sunflower tattoos. Sarah, I know that you're the only person that watches all my videos like 100% all the way through. So, like, just, like, leave it, like, let me know if you still want to do that. Like, hit me up. I hope she feels scared that I specifically, talked to her directly. I did a little fairy photo shoot. Mine did not come out this aesthetic. I would love to get back into taking photos. It's just, like, so much work now that I'm employed. When I'm unemployed again one day, I'll get back into that. Follow me on Instagram. # follow me on Instagram. And in 2022, I think, I had red hair again. I never did that again. Red hair is just really traumatic for me because I feel like I always do it at some of the worst points in my life. Like, everyone has that one color that they're always having during the most traumatic portion of their entire lives. For me, it's always going to be red. And the thing is that I get really excited about the red every time, and then I instantly want to get rid of it, and red is really difficult to get rid of. Like, there's a lot of colors that are hard to get rid of, but I really think red is one of the worst ones, like, right underneath black. So, like, I'm sure I will go red again one day, and a lot of people tell me to go red, but, like, I'm not going red. White Girl Fall Day, this is, when every fall, we haven't done it lately, but every fall, me and Sarah take obnoxious white girl fall photos. This is a very important board. We're getting to the boards that are like still slightly relevant to my life. I have memes, but they're not good memes. This one's good. I still like this. Wow, you're pretty. Oh, thank you. Pretty ugly. Like, why did I think that was funny? I'm glad that the BTS memes were still in here before I even made the BTS board. Christmas core. I don't know why I was feeling Christmas. Oh, no, I understand it now. No, I understand it. Oh, this is a good board. I'm okay with this board. So I really like Scottish and Irish culture. We're like a lot of nationalities, but that's like, those are the ones that I always wanted to like do more research on. And like, I watch a lot of Irish YouTubers. I have some like Irish folk books, like stuff like that. But I was just like, these are my ancestors, because I was cringy like that. I don't even like saying the word cringy. I think it's cringe, but like, this is just, there's no other way to describe this. And it's not even like, it's just a bunch of like medieval outfits, and I'm just sitting here like, my ancestors, I'm literally a Viking. No, you're not. I was born in any time period before the one I am now. Natural selection would have taken me. Oh, we have this jewelry board. I freak with this. This is very Hot Topic-esque. I love Hot Topic earrings. Oh, these actually are Hot Topic earrings, but it's just like, sometimes I'm like, I really like this, but I don't want to spend. I fuck with this. I fuck with this too. I don't want to spend $10 for just like a pair of like jellyfish earrings. And like, how much am I gonna wear that? My Sonic board, my Sonic the Hedgehog board, despite there's not a lot added to it, this is probably one of the more relevant boards in my life. If we scroll down, I think it's just gonna be memes and like kind of weirder fan art. But as we go up, the fan art gets better. No, I lied. The fan art slaps down here. Absolutely slays. I am looking through this entire board. I really love Sonic and the Black Knight has one of my favorite Sonic aesthetics. I don't think it's a really good game, but the actual aesthetic of Sonic and the Black Knight I think is genuinely amazing. Like, I wish that they would remake it and actually make it good and not make it like a Wii motion control game. And I wish that they'd like dived more into the characters. Me, like, Sonic fan art like this just gives me the heebie-jeebies because, like, even though this is fine and innocent, I've seen so much disturbing stuff. What is that? See, like, look at this. Look at this. We didn't even, I love Jet the Hawk. I made a TikTok about this. It got like 10,000 views and it was just me basically saying Jet the Hawk is in the new Sonic game and just saying Jet the Hawk 45 times. It got like 10,000 views. I love Jet the Hawk. I'm gonna play as him, and I'm gonna play as him with Hatsune Miku, and he was, like, had a whole character in Sonic and the Black Knight, and they didn't even go over it. Silver, too, and Silver has, like, been one of my canonical favorite Sonic characters my entire life. I love this. I think about this fan art a lot. I think this is really cute, and I also loved this so much that I saved it a second time, which is, like, that's so real for me. I also saved this a second time. Shadow kicking Silver in the head. I went to the Sonic Symphony, and when that scene played, the crowd got a lot happier than I think they should have. And I didn't know how to explain to my boyfriend, who isn't like a hardcore Sonic fan, why they're all freaking out. The Please Marry Me board, this one is a collab with Sarah. We were really obsessed with the guy that plays Hannah Montana's boyfriend in the last season, as you can see. And we are also really obsessed with Jess from the Gilmore Girls. So this is just our collab board. This isn't a memory I like. I worked in my church for a bit as their social media manager. Not a good idea, not a happy time. This goes back to my religious trauma. One day, me and Sarah are gonna make a podcast talking about all of our religious trauma. But I had a little office. My office slapped. I'm gonna put a picture of my office up. But this was my like office inspiration. A lot of green, a lot of plants. We have this like dark academy aesthetic. This is when I started making more like little aesthetic boards, and I freak with this. I think I was reading Crave at this point, so I was like, I want to live in a castle and go to school there. Question mark. I also want to be a dragon and have a vampire boyfriend. There's a Crave board, but we'll get to that later. We also might not even get to that today. Oh, the hack board. This is great because this fucked up my teeth. The toothpaste with baking soda and hydrogen peroxide, that stripped like a lot of essential things from my teeth because I did it a couple times, and my dentist was like, hey, your teeth are kind of messed up and you need to like double down on taking care of them or they're going to fall out like way more than the normal person. I don't know why you have so much like essential, I don't even know what it's called, like stripped from your teeth. And I was like, about that, so don't do this. Don't do hydrogen peroxide. Don't do baking soda on your teeth. You can do it on your hair if you want to strip some color from your hair. It just doesn't work great. That one's okay. Don't put it on your teeth. Oh, we have the Hunger Games. I think I just finished reading the Hunger... Oh, there's only 4 boards. I do love Josh Hutcherson, though. I will love Josh Hutcherson for life. Here's one of my highlight boards. Like, starting out, they were more, like, normal. Like, I think I used some of these for, like, when I got my highlights for my graduation photos. But then at the end, I was like, yeah, I just want skunk highlights. I still haven't done this because this seems like a lot of work. I'm pretty much willing to do anything with my hair. Like, I don't fear what I'll look like. I just won't do it if it seems like it's too much work and I'm just gonna get frustrated with it. Bored of just, like, fancy dresses. I don't know where I thought I was wearing this. It's like, in my head, I used to be like, I'm gonna find a rich boyfriend and we're gonna go to, like, a ball somewhere. I don't know where, like, the ball, like, was... I don't know where we were going. What is this top? What is this? What is this? Girl, where are you wearing this? Looking at some of these get me really nostalgic because I think this is also the time I was watching What We Do in the Shadows and I really like Nadja's outfits. I sure had a brain back then. Okay, this next board is a lot to take in, and I even locked it so no one could look at it. That being said, I think we're gonna call it quits because I thought that I could get through all of these really fast, and I'm not. I think I'm through half of them. I love you, Sarah. I hope that you enjoyed this video specifically, nobody else. Comment down below and ask Sarah if she enjoyed the video, and she will reply to all of them.